Somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. I say somebody look at your neighbor and say, she finna bring it tonight. And if you ain't got a neighbor, look at yourself and say, she finna bring it to fuck a night. Oh, we gonna jump right into it, cause that's how we do it over here. Little Willie John was born as William Edward John on November 15th in 1937. He was born in Cullendale, Arkansas. Little Willie John's parents had 10 children in total, so you can just imagine how that was. A whole lot of fuss and fighting and all types of shit going on in that house. Now, some folks may not know this, but Little Willie John was the brother of Mabel John. Mabel John was known as being the first female signed by Berry Gordy under Motown's Tamala record label. And she also sung backup for Ray Charles. She was one of the Raylettes. Y'all done seen that movie. Okay. She was one of the Raylettes. When Little Willie John was just 7 years of age, him and his family moved to Detroit, Michigan. They moved to Detroit, Michigan because his father was looking for factory work. His daddy was looking for a job. His daddy said, shit, I got all these fucker kids. Now I need me a good paying job. Now Little Willie John's mama, her name was Lily, like the lily of the valley. His mama was a guitar player, and she used to sing gospel songs. So Miss Lily was like, fuck her that. I got all these damn kids, so every last one of y'all asses, y'all gonna sing these gospel songs. Now, if y'all done heard of Mattie Mouse Clark, almost everybody know of Mattie Mouse Clark. If you haven't, go do some research on her. Very powerful, lovely woman. I love me some Mattie Mouse Clark. But Mattie Mouse Clark and them Clark sisters, it was a little something like that. Soon after that, Little Willie John and his brothers and sisters, they end up forming a gospel quartet group. And they would go out to different churches and they'll sing them gospel songs for the church. Now, some of y'all might ask yourself, how did Little Willie John get discovered? Well, sit on back and let me tell you the story. Little Willie John used to sing in the gospel group with his brothers and sisters, but he would also perform in talent and amateur shows on the side. It was a performer by the name Johnny Otis. Johnny Otis was so impressed with Little Willie John's voice, he tried to get him a record contract. But they turned Little Willie John away. They turned him down because they said he was just too young. Okay, this motherfucker just too young. We can't work with him right now. So a few years passed, and Little Willie John was now 17 years of age. He wasn't too young, no motherfucker more. A man by the name Henry Glover, that's his name, Henry Glover, he signed Little Willie John to King Records in June 1955. When Little Willie John starts seeing all that fucker money, he said, it's time to turn up, bitches. I got all of this money. I done had to share everything with my brothers and sisters. Now I got my own, and I can get my own shitter. Bitches, it's time to turn the fuck up. He started traveling all across the country, making hit after fucker hit. Every time you turned around, his song was topping the motherfucking charts. Y'all ready to go deeper down this rabbit hole tonight? I said, are you ready to go deeper down this rabbit hole to fuck a night? Well, come on and let's do it. Little Willie John ended up being dropped by King Records. All of that money and shit coming in, all of that promotion, not no more. I said he got dropped by King Records. The reports say he was dropped for misbehavior. The report said he had a short temper and an alcohol problem. And that was also one of the reasons why they dropped him from the label. After he was dropped from the label, they stopped his promotions. his major bookings, all of that shitter. Drop that shit on him. Them powder face fuckers said shit. They said shit, shitter. This nigga Lil Willie John don't want to obey. He don't want to comply. Y'all know what we got to do. We got to smurf his ass. We got to smurf his ass up. And that's exactly what them powder face fuckers did. Little Willie John's sister, oh, listen to the story, Mabel John. She said, I know they done drop you from King Records, Lil Willie. I know you ain't getting no more motherfucking gigs no more. She said, so I'm going to help you find some gigs. I'm going to help you get back on your feet. So his sister, she got him some gigs and shit. And she also got him to perform at the Magic End Lounge. Listen to that. She got him to perform at the Magic End Lounge on a regular basis. So you see now, once you don't want to comply with their rules, they say you difficult to deal with. You was a drunk and all types of shit. And they will drop your ass. Come on, let's go deeper down this rabbit hole. I said, come on, let's go deeper down. In October 1964, the report said that little Willie John, he killed a man. He killed a man at the after hours party in Seattle, Washington. The report said that the man had taken a chair from one of the women that he brought with him at the after party. So little Willie John confronted the man, and a 6'2" man punched little Willie John to the ground. So little Willie John said, oh, hell to the fucker no, bitch. And he stabbed the man with a steak knife. And he ended up killing the man. They charged little Willie John with murder. And he posted $10,000 bond. And he continued to tour different places, the places that he could tour in. On July 6, 1966, look at that date. On July 6, 1966, little Willie John was convicted of manslaughter. And he began serving his 8 to 20 year sentence at Walla Walla Penitentiary. And 2 years later, he was pronounced dead. 2 years later, he was pronounced dead. The report said he died in jail, in the maximum security facility. The reports also said that they don't know how he died. It's a mystery to his fucker death. It was rumors saying he was beat by some men in prison, and another rumor saying that it was some foul play surrounding his death. Well, I want to say this. Bullshitter. Bull to the shittity shitter. Y'all already know this was a straight sacrifice. Soon as his sister, Mabel John, get him all these gigs in Seattle, he ended up with a murder case. And then he ended up dead in jail. Put it together. Sometimes I don't need to say things. Put it together. Y'all know how we do it. He died on May 26 in 1968. 5 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 equal what? 37. 3 times 7 equal what? 21. 2 plus 1 equal what? 3. To go to first 3 right there. He died at age 30. 3 plus 0 equal what? That's right, 3. He began serving 8 to 20 years jail sentence on July 6, 1966. You already see all those sixes come up in his jail sentence. Come on and let's add up July 6, 1966. 7 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 6 equal what? 35. 3 times 5 equal what? 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. Put it all together. And what do you see murder by motherfucker numbers? The 3-6 motherfucker sacrifice. I can't lie about this. It is what it is. I'm just bringing it out to you. And guess who they got to speak at Lil Willie John's funeral? Aretha Franklin's daddy, Reverend C.L. Franklin. And everybody know about his child molesting ass. And if you ain't seen the video that I did on Aretha Franklin and her daddy, you can go and watch it. It is what it is. Then them fuckers knew little Willie John didn't care for motherfucking James Brown. Him and James Brown really did not get along. Do your research. And they got him to perform at Lil Willie John's funeral. Got James Brown to perform at his funeral. I know he was flipping in his fucker grave. And Lil Willie John died. I said when after Little Willie John died, James Brown took his place. And remember, with a sacrifice, everybody started getting involved in the setup. James Brown even came out with a song dedicated to this man after he died. Huh. Little Willie John, another sacrifice. Now you tell me, who was part of this? I just told you the key players, but we already know that the managers and things was involved as well. Because his records, people was still continuing to play his records in movie soundtracks, commercials, and all types of things. Little Willie John, part of the 30-30 Club. Here it is. Y'all be good, and I will be back.